17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 37 yards.
Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Mark Barrett leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Check faster. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He completes it to Bryant. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. So that'll get them the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the toss, here's Michel. He's going to be stopped well behind the line of scrimmage, and that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
On third down, Taylor into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Check 31, check 31.
Five.
Here's Stick, 3rd and long. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still zeros. Golden Tate's going to go. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Golden Tate, 99 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. And let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and maybe the offense will move a little.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Ready? Get the flag. 33. Yeah. Mike check 33. 33. So don't say no. Say no.
On 2nd and 11 now. Taylor, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike check 33. 33. I got you. I got you, son.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Waiting on it will be Richie James. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Check 99. Please.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Six-man. Check girls. Check. Down.
On third down, here's Hunt. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
First and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Check, check, check.
Now Taylor completes it to Breen. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
33.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a first carry here for Shane Breen. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
They'll try to sneak with Taylor, and they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Ready. 15-9. 15-9. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Mike, check 33. 33.
Come to block.
This time Taylor will throw. Complete to Bryant.
Taylor's pass complete to Martavis Bryant. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Balaj. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
58.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. He's got his man. This is Tate. A big play that
time for the Ravens. 57 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
2nd down and goal. Taylor to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Meanwhile, over in Cincinnati, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Duke Johnson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are going to reach. And all he takes off with it, it's a fake. And a fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground.
And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run. It's Vereen. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 9, check it. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
Mike, check 33.
Hey, check. Hey, check Mike 33. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike, check 33. 33. I'm going to run you over.
Hey, check Mike 33. I got you, boy.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They run again with Hunt, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. From midfield, here's Wentz. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
33. Watch the right.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
On third down, Taylor. And Tate's got it. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Golden Tate, 78 yards. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. The point after try for Gostkowski. And that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check Mike.
On second down, Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Switch. Check one. Hey, Charlie.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles. And
Golden Tate's going to go past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Golden Tate. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Go. X3, 218, chop it.
Check 49, check 49.
Big ass. Back. Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Check three.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Yeah. Go. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go, D. Here I come.
A shotgun throw for Stick. He's got Evans. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 27-yard line.
13 yards. First down, Steelers. Kill. 57. Hey, Orbit. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
46 down, man. 5-4. Bravo.
Wentz going to throw. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here where you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The tackle there by Mark Barron. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
He'll return it from the 6. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Balaj. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now on 2nd and 13. Taylor, blitz coming, and down he goes. Ryan Kerrigan, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers. I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Check 43.
From midfield now, here's Taylor. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tavarius Moore. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. And
that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Hunt going to run for it. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful, and the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check 55 to Mike.
Check the out, check the out, check the out. That's the way.
Mark 55.
Now it's Taylor. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Abram, the rookie from Mississippi State. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 26-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Baltimore, they will indeed finish over